Hi everyone, it's Cherie from Paper Pieces and Leftovers. Today we are going to put Bear 2 together from the file from MarjorieAnnDesigns.com called Franklin Winter Ice Cream Shop. This is what dry piecing looks like when I say make sure you dry piece. Make sure, one, you have all your pieces, two, you kind of have an idea where they go, even though my arms are up there, but that was because I scooted him down for video purposes. Now I do want to show you guys which marker I used. It is the metallic marker 1.0 in the color blue for the lettering on my ice cream. You don't have to do it. If you don't have it, don't do it. It's just what I did. And then you guys asked about the paper that I had posted my little guy on. Sorry about the arm. And it is from Doodlebug Designs. It is called Pumpkin Spice because I was told that that's a perfect match. And I guess it is, and I didn't realize it. I just kind of wanted something that coordinated a little bit because I didn't want to put them on pink or orange or whatnot. So I did not cut out all the flowers. Shame on me. Snowflakes. I'm not looking at the pattern, so my words are kind of jumbled. Plus, I just woke up. I didn't cut out all the snowflakes for the ice cream container, and that was just me. You can do it. I have a couple laying around, but I'm not sure if I want them on there or not. So I just kind of omitted them for now, and I'll figure out in my final piece what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and glue our little ice cream label on. And I know that there's a darker piece behind there, but for some reason it didn't cut out, or I didn't cut it out. I'm not sure, but it's fine. I'm not going to cry about it. You wouldn't even notice it's missing because I ink my edges. So let's lay this down. But I'm just not sure if I want to put the snowflakes on here or not, or if I just want to take a gel pen and do it. So since we dry pieced him, I'm gonna take everything off and put it on the perspective side. So the right ear is gonna go on the right, the left ear is gonna go on the left. And then all the other stuff I just kind of put on the top. This is gonna go together super simple, guys, because it is a lot less pieces. I did get told that the color Caramel by American Crafts is out. I did message my admin to find out if they have an expected day yet. They were having some issues with American Crafts anyhow, with getting the orders. Everything's been backlogged. So hopefully they get some in, because Caramel, I know that when I mention colors, you guys go swoop it all up, which is fine with me. That's what I tell you guys what I'm using for. The other one that I've been slowly using and transitioning, and I'll post that in another one later once I get down the road. I'm just trying to play catch up with some of the sets that I've started, is going to be Encore's color, and it's the color Brown Sugar. That's going to be the closest one. And remember, if it's too light, you can always use a darker chalk or darker ink to go around your edges to try to darken it up some so it doesn't end up washing your pieces out. I know in the live I showed you guys changing the edge to the peach. I was able to use it for skin tone, but then also for an ice cream cone, just using the Memento Peanut Brittle. So it's ultimately up to what your preference is. It's going to be what you like, not what I like, not what anybody else likes. It's going to be your comfort level and your preference on what you like for your finished piece, and play around with it. Don't go cutting 100 bears out like I do. Cut out just one at a time and see if that's going to work for you. And I recommend doing just like a peeker bear. He can go behind a picture holding onto it with his hands. So the body goes down because he doesn't have legs. His ears and ear pads go down. This is the color Blush in American Crafts. I did give other colors you can use as an alternative yesterday. I think it's Pink Champagne. And that's by Encore. I am going to slowly transition to Encore because it's a little more affordable, but also I like the way it cuts. They sent me the starter pack where it had one sheet of every color, and I fell in love with how it cuts. American Crafts cuts very nice as well, don't get me wrong, but it cuts on Encore. I don't have any issues with the peaks of my paper. The corners, especially hair, since you guys know that I do little kids. And I did emboss this. I used the same embossing folder with the little hearts and the diamonds. And that's why I was trying to show you guys with some of the things with the videos that the Franklin 2024, just embossing the letters, I didn't have to use my designer paper, as I call it, because that stuff's not cheap, but the pattern paper, and order a whole pack of paper just for 1 or 2 sheets out of it. I did use pattern paper for the XO and the XO Franklin for the Valentine's Day, but other than that, I try to stick to embossing, also because it gives me more control over what I want, because there might not be a small or even a big paper that I want to use for my lettering. So remember to put your scarf band down first. And you know, the funny thing is I don't even have a spoon, so I am going to have to go back and cut out a spoon for his hand. So I will just meld the 2 videos together. It's not a big deal. Let me see if I ended up putting it in another bucket. I don't know what happened. I imported him into Cricut Design Space with a width of 10.0 and I let it auto adjust. So I will pause my video. And I know his hat has snowflakes. I didn't go with that option either. I went with the embossing folder to try to keep it all similar, but they have pattern paper that has snowflakes, and you can even use that. Or you can use a gel pen and put your own snowflakes on it if you don't want a fussy, well, I almost said fussy cut. If you don't want to fuss with the snowflakes. Just because I don't want, I don't know, they look kind of small, and I think that was my fear, was that they weren't going to cut out well. But you guys can give it a whirl and let me know if it works. I am going to have to finish this up and then go ahead and put on hold, pause my video, and then come back after I cut out my pieces, just because my Cricut's actually really quiet, but it's going to take me a minute to ink and pick my paper because I have to dig for the blue I used for the spoon for the other little guy, because I want to try to keep my whole set coordinating color-wise. And I would put his ears on, or his arms on the back first. The winds here in California are ridiculous, so I'm also going to take allergy medicine. This happened during my live. And I just don't want to cough in anybody's ears and blow out your eardrums. I hate when that's done to me. And I shouldn't have glued his head down yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift a little corner up. That's one thing I've learned about tweezers. You want tweezers with a fine point because it allows you to fix what I just did. Because we're going to slide this up. I did not put glue all the way down, so that way I can put it over his bowl. Get in there. When he's behind it, like so. But that glue is permanent and it's going to stay, and then I'll just put a dab there to hold it down onto the ice cream little bucket. But we can keep gluing because I only have to cut out a spoon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eyeball here. I'm not going to put glue on Franklin's body because of the fact of I don't want to go too high and it end up, also because of the little swoop, it's not big, but it's big enough for you to end up with glue too high. So we're going to go there. And then we're going to lift this right here and just put a little glue down. And this is just going to hold the tail. Let's glue his hat and his hand on, and then I will be right back with the spoon. Sorry about that. I did not know that was going to happen. Oh, the color for the red, I don't know if you guys have saw the other one, the other videos. This is Basil's Pomegranate, and this really pretty blue is gray blue or blue gray by Encore. Now you guys have me forgetting. I forgot, so how can I expect you to remember? Oh no. Yeah. It's gray blue. I don't know why I wanted, and I knew that in my head when I started the video. So it's Gray Blue by Encore. And if you're gonna switch to Encore paper for the red, I did this yesterday. I would go with dark red. That's one of them. Or with red wine. So it's really up to your preference. Let's see. There you go. Dark red or red wine, either one of them, because they both look very clean and nice with the gray blue. Look at the ice cream. Isn't that so cute, you guys? The little writing. But also, for your red ink, if it is not dark and deep for you, make sure, well, not make sure, you can dip it in a little bit of a darker gray, and then, well, or dip the gray onto your glass mat or parchment paper, a styrofoam plate, dip your red ink dauber into your red ink, and then swipe up the gray. But just make sure before you go back into your red, unless you're going to designate that for the gray, because it will mess up your pad, that you just dab off the excess onto a scrap piece of paper. That way then it's not going to bleed into your ink pad. Or what you can do is you can tip your ink pad over here on your mat. Let me grab two just so I can show you. I don't mind wasting a little bit of ink. What color is that? Is that gray? That works perfect. It's not gray, but it's a soot. So what I do is I go upside down on my glass mat. I need to re-ink some of these, so hopefully you can see that. And what I'll do with my dauber is I pick them both up. I'm trying to find the right color because I do write on them, so there we go. And what I'll do is I'll pick up both. I'll go down one more time with my red. And this deepens your red color for you. And if it's not dark enough, you can always add more gray. Let's use my little Benacar paper from my years of working on the floor. But it's not going to be a light red anymore. It's going to deepen it out with the gray. You see that? Let's go further in. And it's not going to look this atrocious on red paper because you have to remember it's on white. So everything is getting pulled. And you're also not going to go, you know, flat on your paper. You're just going to hold it at about a 30-degree angle and get just the edge. But that's how I darken up my reds or any color if I need it deeper than what's showing up. But I will be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. So it is there. I just missed it. And here's my spoon. I did cut out a little heart also so I can show you guys going around the edges how it darkens it. I'm trying to... I don't know why I was way down there thinking. It's weird that, you know, my digital camera, my thing is there. I don't know. And it's the right way, so I don't know why that I have to hold it in a... Because this shouldn't be in the middle. I'm actually way to the side, but that's fine. But anyways, there's the heart. Right there. And that's just with mixing the gray and the red. And that's just how I deepen up my colors. Let me see which way the spoon goes because I was so smart not to cut out the spoon. The spoon's going to go upside down. So I'm going to put the heart upside down. And you don't have to do this. I'll probably go over it with Wink of Stella just to give it some personality. And that's just me. I do extra after when I look at it, when I add all of my white highlights. And the heart, I just imported into Cricut Design Space. And went ahead and resized it to fit on the spoon and then cut it out. No special rhyme or reason. It's just a basic heart out of there. So this is going to go this way. And you want to line up the handle to cover the side of the arm so that way his hand isn't out of place holding it. Meaning if you go too far up, I didn't need all that glue, did I? If you go too far up, what's going to happen is his little body is going to show. his arm, it's going to show, or his body. So you want to try to line it up the best you can just to get the coverage of his arm so that way it's hidden. And I'm talking about on everything because I've done it a couple times. But this is it, guys. I hear hubby's getting up. It's 5:40 in the morning. Don't ask why I'm up. I did get some sleep. I know the night before last I slept 3 hours. I was pretty tired last night. I crawled in bed around 8 o'clock, but I didn't go to bed until after. But that's it, guys. See? He's so cute. I love this set, and I'm actually going to probably do it in teal and pink, but I will be back with the next piece later. Take care, guys. Oh, for the blue paper, the dark blue, it is going to be Royal, and that's the sandable paper, where the one you can take a nail file and buff it up. I use it on my little boy's pants as well. But I'll see you later. Take care.